All right, YouTube, let's take a question. I would love to hear you talk about when a timer can become a hindrance in live fire or dry fire, i.e., chasing par times. All right, that's a pretty good question. So, for those of you that are unfamiliar, this is a timer. It's got a little microphone here. It can hear gunshots, so to speak. So, the way that this thing works, it has a delay on it, so you push this green button. Ew, it does the really loud beep. That's a hey, go to work there. And then it'll hear shots, right? So there we know is 8.44 seconds from the start beep to the last little slap I gave the timer. So there you go. It's kind of recording gunshots, so to speak, and it'll pick up, each one. It'll tell you the times between shots if you want to know that. And most importantly, the time from the start beep to the last shot you fire. That's what gives you your time for doing all the shooting things. This also has another feature where it can set what's called a par time. So here I'm going to have it so it'll beep once, and then the next beep will be precisely when I want. So in this case, 1.5 seconds precisely after the first beep. Okay, so there you go. That's a par time. That's what this guy's talking about. So very typical strategy for action shooting. You're going to set a par time for a drill and then work to meet that par time or work within that par time to have the technique be super clean or whatever. Okay, so when does this become a hindrance that you're chasing times? And I would say in most cases, almost immediately. Almost immediately. If people, get a timer and genuinely start chasing the fastest times they can, there's going to be some downsides to that right away. Technique usually, if not fall apart, I would say it degrades. It's just not going to be as clean as it was. A lot of times people's self-assessment is not there. So let's say I set up a drill where I want to shoot these targets and I set a par time, okay. It's really easy to cheat the sight picture and kind of like gun comes up and you wave your gun through the targets that you're planning to train yourself to systematically shoot in the middle. And instead of doing that, you train yourself just to wave the gun through the targets quickly. So almost immediately there's going to be potential downsides to using the timer. That's not to say there aren't upsides, like giving yourself a push to go faster, being able to measure the times of both live and dry fire things. Like that helps you assess your shooting really, really well. It's just, as you can imagine, people often become their own worst enemies when they're training. I mean, there's a lot of ways to do it, but if you're one of the guys who sets the par time and is always chasing the par time or chasing a time, living by the timer instead of, kind of a more holistic picture of what you're doing, both how fast you are, how consistent you are, how accurate you are, and kind of looking at the whole picture. What I do see people do is really get focused on time and then do that to the exclusion of all other things that they could and should be paying some attention to. So I don't have really specific advice for you beyond when does this become a hindrance. It's like, well, it becomes a hindrance based on you. Like certain personality types, certain people, they will take the timer and run with it and then start doing some things that are counterproductive. Other people, they might not get the push they need from the timer because of other stuff that they, other personality reasons. But in any event, yes, if you're just only paying attention to the timer, just chasing times, that's going to become a hindrance for you, no doubt.